My mom was talking to me recently about, she wanted us to know our history. And I think it's so important what she was saying about us knowing our history. I think sometimes me, act like a punk. And if we just think about what our ancestors had to go through, and we have all these, modern day luxuries, if you will, just things are so much better for us, so much easier for us. Not perfect, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying things are better than they were for our ancestors, and how much they had to endure, and how they just kept going and kept going and kept going. They didn't give up. They didn't punk out. They just did the things that need to be done. They faced their fears. They did things that we would not dare do because of our fear. We let our fear get in the way. But when you think about our history and all the things that we've had, that our ancestors had to overcome, and how they just, no matter what, they just kept going. They had this, I'm gonna say fighting spirit, but they had this perseverance, this tenacity, that they would not give up no matter what. They would do the hard things, the things that maybe other people thought were beneath them, or maybe other people just weren't willing to do. They were willing to do, and they did a lot of things that maybe they were ashamed of, or maybe they didn't want to do, or maybe they was hard, but they persevered. And when I think about our history, just some of the things that I know about our history, and how people gave up their lives for certain things that they believed in, and they just did the hard stuff. And I don't know if we don't think that we can do it. I don't know if we think that we don't have it in us. I don't know if we think we have more time. I don't know if we just don't do it because we don't want to do it. But I know for a fact that if we just did half of what we were capable of, our lives would be different. Our lives will be different. And it is so important that we look at our history so that we can see how strong those women were, how strong our people were, how strong people, like every single day they were facing these insurmountable challenges, and they still kept going. And so we have to get that inside of us as well, that we keep going, that we push forward, that we use the perseverance and tenacity that we have to just keep going. Maybe it's, we start small, but we do what we need to do every single day. Maybe it's, studying something that's hard, or whatever it is. It doesn't matter. It's just, we need to do what we need to do. We need to persevere. We need to keep going. We need to stop, giving up when it gets hard. We just need to keep moving forward. Just looking at our ancestors and what they've had to accomplish, what they've overcome, the things that they've done. If we just look at just a little bit of it, it'll put you in a frame of mind where you need to be working towards your full potential. You need to be doing things that you don't want to do. And think about all the things they did, so that our lives would be better, that they didn't want to do. All things they did that were hard, all things that they did for the first time, because there was no roadmap, there was no blueprint. Now we see all these different things where people are, breaking records, and they're writing about it, so we can read about it. We can know what they did, the steps they took. And we can do the same thing, where they didn't have that. They had to just figure it out as they go. And sometimes I think we underestimate how brilliant we are, how much excellence we have inside of us, how powerful we are. And we punk out, and so we got to stop doing that. We got to push forward. We got to keep doing the things that we know we need to do, and we got to do the hard stuff. We got to do the stuff we don't want to do. We got to face our fear. We got to get out our comfort zone every single day and stop making excuses. We got to stop making excuses. So I know it is hard, but I know we have to do it. So two things I want to leave you with. Some of my favorite quotes is, the first one is, you become what you think about all day long. This is Earl Nightingale. And whether you think you can or think you can't, you're right. And that's Henry Ford. Just some food for thought, things to be thinking about. If you like this video, like and subscribe. I talk about personal and professional development, how you can improve your life through negotiation, spiritual development, personal development, whether it's self-awareness, self-confidence. I talk about business. I talk about life, just how to maneuver life, things that I'm learning about emotional healing. So these are some things I talk about. So if you are interested in that, if this video has been helpful to you, like and subscribe. Thank you.